let me set the stage a bit. These guys already guaranteed $45,000. The winner of this, though, guaranteed $75,000. This is a $30,000 money match between these two in this first of 5. Yagami has to win 5 straight if he wants another 30 grand.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. And he's got a lot of data now on this Chanel Zafina, but even if you can figure out the Zafina, you know that Elisa is still there.
Booming. It's just in his back pocket, ready to bust it out whenever.
A comeback in any sort of sport or gaming event can be one of the most hype things you can ever watch. Watching someone or a team slowly claw their way back from the jaws of defeat and claim a victory is truly an amazing spectacle. So what happens when you take an up-and-coming prodigy from Australia against one of the powerhouses of Korean Tekken with $30,000 on the line? Cinema. You get cinema. With the Tekken 8 portion of the Esports World Cup beginning this week, I feel like it's a great time to revisit what in my opinion is not only the greatest comeback in fighting game history, but in esports history, as we look at last year's Esports World Cup set between Yagami from Australia and how he made history against Chanel from Korea. But how did we get here? Yagami made his way into the Tekken scene around 2020, where he competed in the Tekken 7 Online Open Challenge Australia, where he came in at 17th. After that, he started entering offline events in Melbourne, where he would win multiple events, but most notably winning the Tekken 7 Oceania Online Masters, where he placed first in a bracket with 114 entrants, the record for an online Tekken tournament in Oceania at the time.
So the first time that I met Yagami was actually at an offline. Prior to this, I'd never heard about him, never seen him. As far as I knew, he was just someone who was new maybe to Tekken, and we gave him the good old welcome as we always do with anybody. And I remember playing him, and when we were playing, I'm like, wow, like this guy's actually really good. He's not new at all. He's something. Not long after that, like literally not long, we went to that offline again, and we'd been playing casually previously, but we had a first to 5. And he just rinsed me this time, and I could tell when we were playing that he like adapted and had labbed specific stuff that had happened previously that he wanted to improve on. Like I could tell his defense, he was doing very specific things that were counters to what I was doing, so I knew he put the work in straight after we played, and he's just improved like that in such a short period of time. So someone who's got that work ethic and who's going to actually put it forward and make it work so quick, I knew he was going to be something. And it was not long before he was already starting to make a name for himself in OCE. He started beating everybody really, and it didn't take him too long to become the best player, and he ended up doing it with multiple characters.
So I've already heard about Yagami as this talented Elisa player from this one local joining our scene prior to even meeting him. But I officially met him at probably one of his first few locals. But going into that local, I already had plans to play him, as I do with all new players anyway. You hear someone that is good or has potential and they're a new player, of course you want to play them, right? You want to test them and you want to test yourself. The first time I played him, I already knew that he was very special as a player. Not long after we finished our very first set, I see him labbing my character at that same local by himself in a corner. You can really see the work ethic that he had and the desire to get better and to win very early on.
He would continue to place well in both online and offline events, with notable placings such as 5th at BAM 2022 and winning DREAMHACK Melbourne 2022. He would then continue his rise by being Australia's representative for Oceania for the Tekken World Tour Finals in 2022, but also for Australia in the IESF World Esports Championship of 2023 and Gamers 8 2023 as part of Team Australia. However, with Tekken 8 looming around the corner, Yagami was going to make a statement that no one except for the people here in Oceania knew he was capable of with the new character Rena. He kicked off Tekken 8 by winning the Road to Evo Japan tournament with an amazing 11-1 run. There was actually a moment in this tournament that could have led to none of what I'm about to recount happening, as during a match against Sydney's Unusual Asilla, things were looking grim as he was in the losers bracket at the time, being sent out in pools by All Black.
Then there was the Road to Evo Japan run for Tekken 8, and I was down in Sydney for that, where it was because I was doing commentary with Brown Man, and we were obviously rooting for the Victorian guys, in particular Naveed and Yagami. They're our top guys in Melbourne, but also Brown Man had actually sponsored their flights for the both of them to go to this event. So, there was a literal stake in that, not just the emotional one. And I remember Yagami went to losers earlier than we thought. He had this game on stream against Unusual Asilla that we were both commentating. And Yagami lost that first game, and he was looking like he was about to lose. And he came, like Asilla was a one hit away from winning, like a pixel. And Yagami survived on that pixel, and he brought it all the way back in that set, and then won the whole tournament from losers. And I remember when we were commentating that set at the time, you could see Brown Man particularly. I was stressed as well, but you can't hear it. Both of us, I think, did a good job of hiding it, but I remember Brown Man. he was like keeled over, and he looked physically sick, and I felt physically sick at the same time. And I remember Yagami, he looked stressed. I felt gutted for him during the moment anyway. And I remember the turning point of that match was he had his headphones on, and there was just a point where he took them off. And like when he was about to, like he just brought it back. He took those headphones off, and ever since he did that, he just stormed through the set. So without that, I don't, who knows how it would have gone. I still believe he would have been a success, but without that, he doesn't go to Japan. He doesn't hit that 9th place at Evo Japan. The stuff like that really put him on the map, but also puts OCE, Australia, on the map as well, which is really good because we need that representation. And now you hear the talks of OCE with those other regions now because Yagami is out there putting in the work, getting those results, doing really well in general.
Road to Evo was a very exciting time. One person from Australia is going to have an all-expenses-paid trip to compete at Evo Japan. Australian Tekken does not have a strong esports culture, and sponsorship is not a very common thing. In the history of Australian Tekken, there might be less than 5 people that has a real good sponsor provided to them. At this point in time, Yagami is already the best player in Australia by the end of Tekken 7. But this is a new game. Anything can happen, and only the winner can go to Evo Japan. While not something you can call an upset, Yagami himself lost to a Korean Jack player that just decided to move to Australia and come out of retirement in the name of All Black. Nerves were high for him, and self-expectation and the community expectation of him were quite high. The most memorable match of the night was his set against Unusual Asilla, where Yagami was pushed down to the brink of his tournament life. I remembered my heart sank when he was dropped to 1 health. He was down a game and 2 rounds, and he hit this Hail Mary Sentai X kick to survive the tournament, and then you can really see him pick up his game and become more and more confident throughout that set, and finally overcoming Asilla, and eventually won the tournament over some of Australia's staple names from the loser side. That is the perfect ending to this event. The best player did end up winning the tournament, and the best player did end up going to Evo Japan.
Yagami then had a breakout performance at Evo Japan 2024, placing 9th out of over 1,200 players, and in the process taking out a roster of killers like Pinya, Ulsan, and even Ni. After that, Yagami once again exceeded expectations, placing 3rd at the first Tekken 8 edition of Battle Arena Melbourne, while in the process also qualifying for the Esports World Cup.
Oh! That was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And now Yagami able to take a Ulsan popping off.
He would be the only player from Oceania to do so after all the qualification slots were taken up. Fighting games have historically not had the most desirable of payouts, with most players competing doing it for the love of the game and the claim to be the best at their craft. So when the Esports World Cup came along offering a whopping $1 million prize pool, you knew you were going to see something special. But what would happen here when Yagami entered is something no one could have predicted. After clearing through the first 2 group stages of the tournament, defeating stars from Asia and Pakistan and defeating Mulgold, Usama Abasi, Al, and John Ding while only losing to Ni, he qualified for the top 8.
No activation! Goes for the low! This time it's not gonna work! Yagami sends John Ding to the lower bracket and moves on to the next phase of EWC. These games have been ridiculous.
His first match of the top 8 would be against Chanel. No ifs or buts about it, but the last time they played, Chanel cooked Yagami back when they met at the 2022 finals in Tekken 7.
The first time Chanel played Yagami in Tekken 7 TWT finals. It was Chanel with Zafina and Yagami with Elisa, first to 2, and it was a quick 2-0. It was quite one-sided, all things considered. In the final round of the set, Chanel was so ahead, he was so confident. He started playing with his food, he started playing with Yagami. And he did this Zafina squid attack low 15 times, and I think he hit Yagami 11 times with it, and he killed him with it, It was quite embarrassing, some would say. That was how big the skill gap was at the time. That was Yagami's first time really playing against real top-level internationals. And I remember the way he lost became a meme in the international community. Oh, this is the best in Australia?
But this was in Tekken 7. Both Yagami and Chanel had guaranteed themselves $45,000 just for making it to the top 8. That in itself was 3 times more than the total Evo Japan prize pool, and just short of passing the Evo US prize pool of that year. The winner of this match would not only continue their run in the tournament, but also guarantee themselves an extra $30,000 on top of that. So to say the stakes were high going into this match would be an understatement to say the least. Going ahead in the tournament, all matches played would be single elimination first to 5 matchups, meaning one player would need to win 5 games to win the set. an unheard of format in the modern day fighting community, as they are normally first to 2 or first to 3.
But this format is so interesting. And Chanel going to Zafina here, locking it in. I was gonna say this format's so interesting because it is a long set format, first to 5. I don't know how Yagami does in long sets, but in Korea back in the day, long set death matches, that was very common, and Chanel was in that generation of Koreans, right? So he has a lot of experience in long set matchups, and starting up the Zafina here, perhaps because it is a long set, it could switch to another character later.
Well. Ooh, the Reina counter! See, this is what I mean, man. He knows the gaps. He knows how to use all the tools with his character.
Every time I've seen that counter, I thought it was on accident. They just tapped forward, it was neutral on accident, they got it. But look at this, Yagami, solid start.
Big chunk of damage there. Unskilled out the 4, but the heat 3, 4, 4, and the high crush on the high heat smash? How did he know?
Hey, engage. Chanel running 3.
Going for a lot of counters now.
Woo!
This. Her stuff becomes a power crush too. All the Azazel hands. Get armor during heat. That was sick.
Oh my goodness. And Chanel runs it back 3 rounds straight for game 1. It look at it. Oh, he's got the Azazel hands.
He was there with the blocking time. He dashes off of it. Look at the chip.
Big lead. Yagami had the 4-4-2. Didn't come in.
Didn't spin.
Ooh, in the back. Sideways off the wall.
Already caught him just like that.
Ranger for the
Ranger.
Yo, Chanel is so clutch right now.
What a comeback.
These last second scrambles are going in Chanel's favor. And man, that's got to be hard on Yagami, right? Being up, having 2 rounds in each of these games, going to final round situation in each of these games,
And he has
but
such a
dropping
huge lead.
Big lead, Chanel. Heat timer at the mid. Yagami, come on, man. You got to pull it together. And they did change the tracking on the 4-4-2 as well, right? It's easier to sidestep now.
Yep. Yagami's been like kind of compensating for that with a lot of that back 2 move, but right now it's looking all Chanel.
E-dash combo. Should be enough for the tornado here.
God.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my God.
Look at his swing at the end. Like I knew it was going to land right there.
Chanel, 3-0 already in the set. Now Yagami's got to switch something up here. Feeling it, keeping himself amped up.
Even his forearms, bro.
Also buffed now, man.
He's super buffed now, dude.
Chanel is single elimination.
Yes, exactly.
This is, only has 1 life. This first to 5 is everything for him. Switch to the Fang.
Oh, boy.
Threading the needle on the jabs.
Beautiful, nice lead now for Chanel, too.
Oh, and now
chip.
into rage. Gotta activate, use the burst. No throw break with the 1+2 final chance.
Yagami has came a long way since that point in time. He's beaten top players, but he has not played Chanel again. For 3rd place, he has to overcome his rookie year demon. And we actually prepared for that match. But we prepared for Elisa, which was the main character Chanel was almost exclusively running for that whole first Tekken 8 season. The Zafina pick really blindsided everyone, and it blindsided Yagami as well. I was surprised. And you can see that Chanel had a very commending 4-0 before Yagami even got his first game of the set. I don't know what God was with Yagami that day, but the mental fortitude to make a comeback like that and not crumble under the pressure and just give up is a quality that top level players have. It's all in here as well, the mental game. And of course, everyone remembered how that match ended.
Have a break.
Oh my gosh.
That's exact this time.
What didn't kill
He
him?
does it.
Just dashes up, spends the heat smash. Beautiful.
Confirmed. Throws that 4-4-2 out there. Chanel was approaching. That was a great place to place it.
Just to recover those still.
Heartbreak.
Oh boy.
That was way bigger for him. Breaks it with the power crush from Sentai. That was sick.
He's
Out of
still
the
got the
air.
heat smash too. Heat smash still available though.
Trying not to let him use the heat smash. That was smart. He knew exactly what was on Chanel's mind. So much momentum. Power crush is good. Engage 4-4-3 wall splat. This is it.
Tekken 8, don't wait, no hesitate. Yagami brings it back again, and now it's 4-2.
So scary. Confirmed. Nice. Health whip is good.
And Chanel just backdashes out. Armors through the follow-ups.
Just challenge immediately.
Rage Art throws it enough.
Wow,
it's gonna do enough.
Heaven's Round 2 is chunky as hell.
Moneymaker, the chainsaws.
This time it worked. Stop jabbing after my 4-4-2, please.
Uh-oh. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Oh my God.
Chanel's got a lot of great. Not going to get a chance. Number 7.
On the low crush. 3-4-4. Comes to the same time mid as well. No punishment. Okay.
But look at Yagami. He's running away with it. He's about to be 4-3 with a perfect. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Last heat here too.
Smash. Hold this mix. Unbreakable throw. Extra damage at the wall. Takes the round.
This is wild. Chanel, though, small punish. Trouble.
Nice punish there on the careful low. Low heat smash. We're going downstairs. Bye-bye round. We'll see you next time.
This is trouble.
Big trouble.
Yagami looking to tie it up now. Chanel's giving a nod. He's like, all right, I got to focus in.
Straight down back to their counter hit. Gets the knockdown and the follow-up.
Armor.
Crush through that. First cancel, no punish. 1-2-3's working as well. Low heat smash.
Again, another 4. Bro, this is a crazy turn of events.
Takes the spike into the unbreakable throw. Gets that big. Oh my God. All tied up 4 apiece after being down 4-0.
And now Chanel has one last chance.
Even though it was looking like certain defeat, Yagami was rallying back and making it to the final game. It was something so insane and unbelievable. The thing is, he wasn't doing it against any ordinary player too, but against one of the best forms of Chanel we had ever seen at this point going into the Esports World Cup. That year, he claimed Battle Arena Melbourne for Tekken 8, along with 3rd place at Evo Japan. Not only was he coming back, but he was doing it against a certified killer.
They're going to play one game to see who gets an extra $30,000.
First to one $30,000 game?
First to one, $30,000 extra on the line.
I can't even imagine what these guys are feeling right now. That is absolutely insane. Yeah, the Fang tried it out one game.
Oh, the
Again!
bait!
Chanel can't stop putting his hand in the cookie jar.
I want them cookies, bro.
Give me the cookies.
He dash here for the pressure at the wall, though.
Every time, down back 4-1+2 wall spike. Got the delay. We got a guess. Cancel the Heaven's Wrath. Gets the wall standing 4-4 and the mid.
Chanel is in trouble. Yagami's got the lead in the set.
Yagami with the head nods. He can smell it right now.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
He feels it.
Chanel is playing off the back.
Nice, dog. No 3-2 for you.
Bro, this is wild. The momentum is completely shifted. Everything is swung right now.
Now down jab to retaliate after 4-4-2. Oh, the
My
counter on
goodness, crazy.
4-2-1. Nice punish.
Oh my God, out of heat timer here too. What's he gonna do with the rest of this combo? Board right now, 10 seconds to go. Can Yagami?
Sentai low. Wave of fate,
4.5
bro.
seconds. Chanel found it. We're tied up.
What a piece.
This is crazy.
Activates heat.
Oh,
now the
chainsaws.
3 to the mid.
The money maker, the chainsaws, and now again it's set point for Chanel.
Oh! Out of the air, doesn't spin, so can't convert.
Running 3-4 for the mix.
Got him
Got
ducking.
ducking. But there's no more heat there. Oh my God, down in the air
This
again.
time gets the conversion.
It's not
And
enough
the
damage
wall
though, right?
break.
It's still not away with the wall. It might be. Final round. Chanel or Yagami.
Are you kidding me?
The chainsaws are out early. He's going low. Go high.
Oh, interrupt with the boot forward one.
Half a life bar lead.
Big
Down back
low.
4. He's bending it all right now. He wants to shut this down. Heat activation first.
Nice punish this time on the mid.
Oh my gosh.
Counter burst.
Bends the heat smash. The low. The rage
It's
guard.
gonna be good.
Yagami gonna recover a little bit of health.
And he's
Chanel's
still
gonna
heat
lose a bunch.
activated.
That's terrifying. Anyone's game. Who's gonna stay in this top 8?
Oh my good. Hell sweep.
Now the mix.
Oh,
It's over.
break trap. Are you kidding me? Yagami.
5-0 comeback from a 4-0 deficit. Yagami eliminates Chanel.
The Heaven's Wrath palm strike counter hit that did a ton of damage in the very last moment. Yagami was playing from the back until that last thing happened. What a moment that was.
That set against Chanel, a lot of people dub it set of the year, where he was 4 games down in a first to 5 and brought it back 5-4. To do that against someone with Chanel's skill, with Chanel's experience, to bring it back with that level of, stake on the line for that event was just, I think no one's going to forget that.
To this day, new players come in and still say that was the best tournament match they've ever seen. The match, and really That comeback actually made Yagami's career and his fame. That's how he got a lot of fans. And you can see the moment after the match as well. You saw Chanel running after him, hugging him, lifting him as well. It was a very wholesome moment. I think people really like how humble Yagami presented himself at the world stage.
And ever since then, he's been very popular. He's built a following. Best Reigner in the world without a doubt.
If you go into YouTube now and type Chanel versus Yagami, you can't even find the Tekken 7 match anymore, unless you scroll a little bit further down. That's how much 1 year can change.
Yagami had claimed victory in what most people were saying was the set of the year. Others, including myself, believe it was the best set in any Tekken ever. I genuinely don't know if there's ever been another moment like this in fighting games where someone has clawed back from a 4-0 deficit to take a set in the final round. Not only did he get his revenge from the 2022 Tekken World Tour Finals, but he also got an additional $30,000 on top of that. Yagami went on to lose to the eventual winner of the tournament, Ulsan, but all people could talk about after that was how Yagami made an insane comeback.
Again, and the down 2 razor to put Ulsan in grand final. I mean, you got to give it up. Yagami, I think so far, he's talking a tournament to me. Insane performance. It probably delivered one of the, I'm gonna say it, in my opinion, that's the best set of Tekken 8 I've seen.
After the Esports World Cup had concluded, Yagami continued to go on showing the world just how good his reigner was, with more and more amazing tournament runs, coming second at Manila Madness 3, and just recently qualifying for this year's Esports World Cup again by placing in the top 8 at CEO 2025. Yagami in this moment showed you don't have to be from one of the top regions to succeed. You just need to continue to put in the work to improve, and to never give up no matter how dire things look. Because like Yagami has shown throughout multiple times in his Tekken career, anyone can come back at any given moment, no matter how big the mountain is to climb. Thank you guys for watching.